I am going to say right now, white belts should teach white belts. Now, let's pre-frame this slightly. A little while ago, a friend of ours, Bobby Sandu, now of greater fame and repute, I had said that I would not want to go to one of Bobby's seminars because I don't feel like I would necessarily learn anything in particular, right? And this copped heat. It almost started a beef that ended the friendship because Bobby and I are friends. We were teammates for a while and I respect him a lot. And we have circled back around and Joe had said, I would go to a Bobby seminar. And I was like, that's cool, you know. And that was just more my beef with seminars, not Bobby particularly. But what I'm going to say right now, and I've said it before.
Come on, bro.
No, hear me. Teaching is the number one way for you to get better at jiu-jitsu, even if you suck at it. Why? Because it consolidates memory. One of the biggest things we miss is we take on a technique, we kind of practice it, but then we don't have to do anything with that information. And actually having to formalize your thinking and share it is one of the key ways for you to remember. And this comes from this thing called the learning loop, which I learned about a little while ago. And so that's why I believe white belts should actually teach white belts.
The way you wove the Bobby story into that, very unsatisfying. I feel like you left that loop open.
Oh, no, you need closure? The Zeigarnik effect was...
Yeah.
It was hurting you?
Zeigarnik?
This is what James Smith was talking about. When a loop is left open,
yeah, I'm
you
like
remember
that,
it.
You brought that in, but then you were just like, boom.
I brought that in because I wanted to say that Bobby teaching a seminar is as good for him as it might be for you. It is as good for the teacher as it is the learner because they are actually formalizing their ideas and learning as they are doing it, which actually makes them better. So in that way, Bobby going out and teaching seminars makes him better. It makes him a better athlete, makes him a better teacher. So yeah, good for him. What I'd say is you as a white belt teaching another white belt isn't necessarily good for the person you're teaching. It is good for you. It is good for your memory. And I think that we have to actually encourage people, even if they're less experienced, to try to explain why they're doing what the bloody hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, you have had different experiences coaching in fitness, but also jiu-jitsu. And when you had to teach jiu-jitsu, like originally you used to run the BJJ program here.
Yeah.
That pushed you a little bit, didn't it? To think about, what am I going to fucking show these guys?
Yeah, it was hard.
You had to think about your jits more, right?
Yeah. Yeah, something that was, jits has always